3 daughters, and I don't want them to ever accept abuse or bullying. I'll go on the record.
Go write. It's time to write.
This is all gonna come out.
I was silenced. I want my voice back.
Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan star as the real New York Times reporters who were investigating Harvey Weinstein and all of that scandal. I told them that I was around Harvey Weinstein covering films, but all I knew about him was that he was known as a bully.
I think that's a pretty accurate portrayal of how I think the majority of people saw him. I think beyond that is the stuff that was uncovered by the investigation, but I certainly think that was pretty much everyone I know was their, perception of who he was, that he was a bully and that you didn't want to get on the wrong side of him. I think that was the extent of it in our
Neither did we. I understand that this was the first time they let a film into the actual New York Times building. To what extent can that help with verisimilitude, playing the characters?
Well, it was sort of amazing for us. We are the first narrative film to be able to film inside the New York Times. I think it was only really possible, strangely, because of these COVID circumstances. The building had been empty for almost a year and a half when we went in and filmed there. It was a real honor for us to get to film inside of there, and it definitely, we started our filming process there, and it definitely gave us all a sense of pride and of the stakes of what we were making.
Carey, when do you feel like you got this character?
I don't know if you ever do feel. I mean, it's very, with real people, I think it's very difficult. I think it's interesting in theatre, and Zoe and I met doing a production of The Seagull in New York 14 years ago. But in a production, I always feel like it's sort of week 6 where you go, oh, I feel, or maybe even later than that, and you feel like you know the character, and then suddenly time is running out and it's over. In a film, it depends. It's a film's always out of order. You start in different places. You have to dive in. Often that's helpful. And this film, we started in the newsroom, and we started everything that's shot in the newsroom was in the first 2 weeks of filming. So that was sort of a trial by fire in a way, but I think did sort of imbue us with the confidence to believe that we could be these women. But encapsulating an entire life is so hard. I think we both just really wanted to try and get the essence of who they were that made it possible for them to do what they did.
Thank you both very much. Powerful film, and I appreciate you giving us your time.
Thank you very much.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.